Hi, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am here with another challenge layout. This is the scrap lift, or the layout I am going to scrap lift. It was a layout on the back of this crepe paper Maggie Holmes paper stack that I got at, let's see, Michael's on a hot buy. I think this was $5. And I got it a while ago, and so I thought it would be fun to pull it out and do these pictures of my niece. So here are a few things that I'm going to be using on this layout, and well, these are possible things. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them yet. Some baker's twine from Stampin' Up, some butterflies from, oh gosh, now I can't remember. Jenny Bolin, there we go. And just a couple other things. Here are some papers that I'm going to use. And I really liked that word one. I thought I would use it and cut out some of the words and put them around the layout. So that's why I picked that one. So here I am just taking off the branding strip on those. And I have 3 pictures, but I'm thinking I only want to use 2 of them. And so I'm trying to figure out which 2 I want to use. And I end up doing these 2. And I took these pictures of my niece, and her name is Courtney. Let's see, I think this was back in 2009, I think. So she was, gosh, let's see, I think she was born in 2003. So, yeah, I can't do math. She would have been 6. No, she must have been born in 2002. Maybe she looks like she's like 10 in these pictures, though. I don't know. I'm really bad at knowing the ages of my nieces and nephews, which is not very good of me. Anyway, okay, so back to the layout. I decided to mat the layout on this flowery paper. And then I am going to put this really busy and bright and bold paper on the top and the bottom. I cut it in half so that I could use more of it because I really liked that idea. And I was going to use this whole background, the wood grain background, but I decided that I like it so much that I probably don't want to use all of it on this one layout. And so I'm going to pull a white sheet from my stash and just glue the pieces onto this white sheet of paper. So next I'm going to glue down the bold flower pattern. And I apologize about the zooming in and out. I thought I had turned off the autofocus feature, but I hadn't, because when I show you the products, at the beginning of the video, I have to have the autofocus on so that you can see them and it won't hurt your eyes when I bring it close to the camera. And so I just forgot to turn it off. And I think I realized it halfway through the video. So I apologize about that. I'm trying to be better about having the autofocus off so that it doesn't zoom in and out. Okay, so I really love this chevron pink paper, so I decided to cut the middle out of it so that I could use it on a different layout. And I just put the glue around the sides and then I glue down the pictures onto it. And it wasn't until I put the pictures down that I realized there wasn't really a whole lot on the very bottom right, but I still liked it anyway, so I left it. And here I'm going to mat it onto the back of the green, what is that? The green wood grain paper. And I don't know why I didn't cut that out because I really loved that paper too. So I thought, oh, I don't know why I decided not to cut the middle of that out, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 pieces of scraps from those 2 pieces of paper, and I'm going to put them on the left side right there. And I'm going to cut the wood grain one down a little bit. And I'm just going to put glue on the far right side of the pictures so that I can layer stuff underneath on the left side of the pictures and the mat. So I pull out one of these new doilies. These are 4-inch Wilton doilies that I got from Michaels, I believe. And I'm just going to put one up there in the left-hand corner and then also on the bottom right. So I finally put down those 2 pieces of paper, and now I am going to use this gray Chamel pen to outline all of the papers. And I think I said this in my last video, but oftentimes when I'm scrapbooking, I forget to do any inking on the edges of the paper, which I love that look, but I always forget to do it. So I usually have been outlining instead of inking, so, which I still like the look of the outlining too. It just kind of takes forever to do the outlining, and I don't know, I don't really like the way I do it. It just doesn't look as good as everybody else's, but it's all good. I really love how this layout turned out. So I'm really happy with it. And this one took me 1 hour and 12 minutes to make. And I just think it's because there was so much layering going on that it just kind of took a while. So I'm looking here at these, I think they're called Sicily, and they were glittery silver, and I loved them. But it turned out that I didn't have an O or an E, I think, or something like that. So I pulled out these ones, these Heidi Swapp ones, and these, I think those are from American Crafts stickers, and they both are do-it-yourself kind of stickers. And so this Heidi Swapp one that I just pulled out, you can spray it and then rub off some of it and it'll leave behind a design. And I thought, oh, that'll look cool as like the capital letter in the first letter in her name. And then I pulled out some glitter, and this is from Silhouette, and I believe it's silver. Yep. So I do gray tinsel Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and then I do silver Silhouette glitter for the other letters. So here I'm just gonna spray the C a little bit. And it wasn't very dark, and so I decided to spray a little bit more, and then I moved it away and I grabbed my little package of baby wipes and I just kind of dabbed at it. And then I'm going to put that off to the side for it to dry. And then here I'm going to pull out all the letters for the rest of her name. And I'm just going to place them on this piece of wax paper. And this is the first time I've ever used these sticky thickers. So they have stick on the sticky part on both sides so that you can stick the, whatever medium you want to use, if you want to use glitter or, whatever else to stick to it. And so I'm pulling off the O and the U so that I can put the glitter down. And I was thinking, okay, I'll do the whole name, but then I kind of stop. I think I stop after that. Yeah, I stop after those 3 just so that I could see what it looks like and see if I like it. And then I guess I pull off the Y. Excuse me. I think I'm going to take it off of there and just see how I like it on the layout. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just decided to go out of order. So I just decided to pull all of them off and just get it all glittered up. And I love the look of these letters, but I don't know if I will ever use them again because I am not a huge glitter fan. Like, it just gets everywhere and you can't do anything about it. Like, even if you vacuum, it's still everywhere. Like, I think it was even in my hair because it had gotten on my hands and I would, run my hands through my hair or something. So, like, it was just all over me for the rest of that day. And I vacuumed in my craft room, I think that day or the next day. And there's still glitter everywhere. It's just not going away. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. And by the time I was done with all of them and had them all on the layout, there were some that had lost some of their glitter. So you could see a little bit of the white. So that's why I pulled out my Mod Podge glue, is so that I could put it on top of the letters to make sure that the glitter would stay and wouldn't move and fall off over the years. So I put them all down on the layout and I really like how that looks. And then I take this sponger and I just dab some Mod Podge on it. And it ends up getting Mod Podge all over that top left or right hand corner just because it comes off onto the brush. But that doesn't bother me. I really like the look. I mean, this is supposed to be a sparkly layout, so it's all good. Okay, and here now I'm just going to start to embellish. And I had these Amy Tangerine little arrow clips, and I was trying to see if it would go on the paper, but it didn't want to work. And I didn't want to pull it up and put it on Pop Dots, so I just ended up gluing it down. And then I pulled out some of these Jenny Bolin pink butterflies. And I was thinking that I wasn't going to use these. I tried to look for, I know I have some Mistable butterflies that are fabric from Studio Calico, but I could not find them anywhere. So I ended up using these. And then I pulled out my Zots because for some reason when I would try to use pull the backing off of the butterfly, like it had a little, what is that? Three-dimensional sticker on the back, but it didn't seem to have adhesive on it so that you could stick it down. So I used my Zots to stick them down. And here I'm pulling out some of these papers that have the words on them. And I remember seeing this cut apart one and I thought, oh, maybe I could use some of those words down in the very bottom. So I cut that piece off and I'm going to kind of cut it all apart and see if maybe I can use a couple of these pieces. That one that I just stuck on the left-hand side says, "Love this." And then I go ahead and cut out this arrow piece that says "Moments." And I'm going to put it right there above the, what is that thing called? Holy cow. The pinchy thing. I can't think of what it's called. Clothespin. Wow. I don't know why that was so hard. And I'm just going to kind of doodle around a little bit with the different words on this cut apart. I wanted to stick 2 little cut apart pieces above the clothespin. And right now I just have 1. And then I found this one that says "Lovely," and it's a yellowish color, which matches the yellow in the big, bold flower pattern. And so I decide that I'm going to have it be right there next to Courtney. And so the title is going to be "Lovely Courtney." And then I have these cute little sparkly flowers. So I pull those out and I kind of decorate the top left corner. And now I'm thinking about enamel dots and that little clothespin area embellishment center. And I found a sticker and it's, or not a sticker, a cut apart. It says "Wonderful" and it's pink. And so I decide to glue that on top of the Moments arrow. And now I'm going to pull out these purple enamel dots and I'm going to place 2 of them right there in that cluster. And then I'm going to place 3 of them over in the left-hand side cluster, but I forgot to outline it, and so I stopped to outline it, and then I glue it to the page. And since I had to move the butterfly, I had to re-stick it down. So that's what I did there. And now I'm just putting those enamel dots down. And I'm going to write the date above that little journaling sticker that says love this. It's not a sticker. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying sticker. The cut apart that says love this. And I'm going to make it this reddish color. I think it's red. And I just got the Stampin' Pierce mat like a month ago, and I haven't used it yet because I haven't really been scrapbooking a whole lot. And so I was way excited to try it out, and it looked amazing. So I was so excited. So I lifted up the layout and I punched down the date, which is June 25th, 2009. So I was right, it was 2009. And then in the process of doing that, the butterfly had come off of that one 3-dimensional sticker. So I had to peel it up and put it back on. And I'm going to kind of fiddle with this butterfly a little bit. I can't decide where I want to put it. So I'm going to put it down there. And I really like that because where I had it before, you couldn't really see the date after I put it back. And so I like having it there. Now I'm thinking that the top left-hand corner looks kind of bare, and so I'm going to cut out a few more of these cut aparts, and I'm going to place them up there in that corner. There's one that says beautiful, and it's a yellowish color, and then precious, and it's pink. So I'm going to put the yellowish one up on the top, and then precious is going to go in the middle. So it's beautiful, precious, lovely, Courtney. And I just kind of like how that guides your eye down towards her name. Then I pull out these pens, and I don't remember where I got them from, but they are my Mind's Eye brand. And I'm going to stick these on up there in that cluster. And just to make sure that they stay in place, I'm going to put some washi tape on it. And that piece was bothering me, so I finally glued that down. And then I'm going to stick another little pin on that other side. And with this one, I didn't want it to be showing through, and so I decided to pull it out and position it differently. So I just kind of fidget with that for a little bit. So this is the last layout that we will be doing for the year 2014. And we will be back in January. I'm not sure when yet. I'm thinking it'll be the second weekend in January. I haven't really talked to Ronnie about it, and we're trying to figure out what challenges we want to do in the next few weeks. So if you have any ideas for challenges, please comment below because we would love to do what you guys would like to see. So please let us know if you have any ideas. And we would love to see you join in with us too. We have Jennifer Cambridge who is doing a video, and she is actually the one that came up with this challenge to do sparkles. And I think Moira O'Reilly might be joining us as well. So here I'm just fidgeting with that butterfly down in the right hand corner, and it's going to take me, well, I guess I'm probably around the time where I'm going to finally just stick it down. And I do a lot of fidgeting on this layout. I try not to do that, but I think every layout I fidget a lot. But anyway, here's the close-ups, and I really hope you like this layout. We will see you next year, and I'm excited for it. I have a lot of plans for 2015. So here are the close-up pictures. I hope you enjoyed this layout, and I will leave links to Jennifer and Ronnie's layout so you can go watch theirs. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, and have a Merry Christmas.